Hey everyone, this is Sir Kill here, and today I want to come up with a very, I would say, special video. Now, there's been a bit of request on the type of, so there's been a request on basically how I build for my draft leagues. How do I draft? What do I do? And I'm very excited to be bringing you this. Actually, I've been thinking about it. I haven't had the time, and yeah. So this video is gonna be very unscripted. I have no idea what I'm gonna be saying for like the next I don't know how long. But yeah, just bear with me. I'm also trying a new way of getting music, putting music in the video. So if it is too loud or too soft, then please let me know. So yeah, how do I draft basically? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be laying three different parameters. I'm going to be saying, okay, there are three phases of a draft league. You have the preliminaries, so before the draft starts, what do you do? What do you do during drafting, and what do you do after a draft, right? Now, say you find a draft league, you see, okay, draft leagues be recruiting, and you get selected. Well, great. And then it was great. The draft league selected, and then you just wait for your pick order, right? Because when you are drafting, usually you draft in a snake format, so it goes from like 1 to 16, and then 16 to 1, back up, etc., right? So you wait for the pick order, and basically the thing is that so the pick order comes, right? Let's say you get some position, right? Let's say you get like 5th overall pick. The first thing you want to know is that what sort of Pokemon are usually drafted around the pick you have been selected. Now, usually like in first round, this is very important for the first round, because usually you want to be grabbing the most busted Pokemon that is available at your stage, but you do not expect Pokemon like Urshifu Single Strike or Dragapult or sometimes even Tornadus Therian to reach you there. So just have an idea of what Pokemon will reach you at your specific pick. Okay, you can ask around people. You can say, okay, what picks are more likely for me, right? So that's the first thing. So know where you are in the pick order, know who's above you, and know who's below you, because this is gonna be very crucial later on. The next part is record down 2 to 3 basic Pokemon that you really want to use, right? Say I'm going into a draft and I'm like, damn, I've really been wanting to use, I don't know, like Mega Glade, right? I've never used Mega Glade. I really want to use it. Or I had a lot of fun using Mega Glade again. I really want to use Mega Glade. Have around 2 to 3 Pokemon of that type and know what they do, know what roles they fulfill, and know how will you support them. Will you use them as a cornerstone of your team? Will you know they are the mons that are going to support your members? Again, this will come with experience. This can come with discussion. Yeah, so there is that point. The next thing is that you go through the document. So typically you're provided with a document, right? So for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using, just bear with me, I'm going to be using the document that is provided by the Eternal City Council, and thank you very much, Orange. I really appreciate it for allowing me to use your document as a reference. So I'm going to be using the Honage document as a reference, right? But it can work with any document, okay? Basically, the thing is you want to go over the draft list. You want to see, okay, what Pokemon are where, have a general idea. Find two things. You want to be looking at two things before a draft. Look at if you feel a Pokemon is mistiered. Now, this won't be the case for like more established leagues, like TEC or WPF or what have you. But sometimes like smaller leagues may mistier Pokemon in the tiers that they usually do not belong. So, so for example, let's say you find a, I don't know, usually like a Blastoise is 10 points, right? It'll be 10, 11, 9. That's usually when you find Blastoise. But you find a document which says Blastoise is 6 points. So you have found a Pokemon that is worth 10 points for 6 points. And gunning for the Pokemon like those is extremely useful. One example I can give you is like in a league I was in, I saw Rotom Fan for 3 points, which is not where it should belong. I think it should be 6 points. 3 points is way too low. It gave me a pretty strong Pokemon for like 3 points worth. Another thing is, so there is Pokemon that are just mistiered that you blatantly see that they do not belong here. Another way of looking at it is like, let's say you think a Mon is worse than it is or worse than it looks. So for example, let's let me see if I can find any examples. Okay, I'm gonna see. So this is in, I wish this was in alphabetical order, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see that. Okay, I see a 5-point Golurk, right? Now Golurk may be a 5-pointer or maybe a 6-pointer, but to me this Pokemon is a lot lower than where it should belong. Am I looking at it properly? I hope I'm looking at it. Yeah, these are the 5-pointers. I don't think Golurk should belong in 5 points. I think it is a great 7-8 pointer because it got so many buffs like Poltergeist, great abilities in Iron Fist, no guard. I just feel Golurk should not belong here. So look out for Pokemon that you feel do not belong in a tier and try to make mental notes of it. If it's like a big crime, maybe let the league owner know. But for the most part, if you find something that shouldn't be where it is, then keep a mental note of it and keep it to yourself, okay? Because you're going to be trying to gun for that Pokemon. Now, other people would have also looked at that Pokemon, so you have to be careful on when to draft a Pokemon like that. So there is that for mistiered Pokemon. The next part is know the type of draft. Is it a point draft? Is it a tier draft? Know the is it a national dex draft where it is every Pokemon allowed? Are they allowed cut moves like Hidden Power or Return? Are they not allowed cut moves? Are they allowed cut moves except Hidden Powers? So you need to know all this stuff before going into a draft, because that will basically influence a lot of decisions. Like for example, for me personally, I really love Mega Scizor as a Pokemon. I think it is by far the best Mega in a format where you are not allowed to use it in power, and that is going to make it very high on my priority list if I'm going to be gunning for Mega Scizor. Now, if Hidden Powers were allowed, I wouldn't go for Mega Scizor that much. I'll look at other Pokemon. I will look at something else basically that is not Mega Scizor, but other people may still want Mega Scizor. So it's a personal thing basically, and this will only come with experience. So we're done with that part. The next part is that experiment. I would say this is now a personal opinion. Experiment only in casual leagues. Find Pokemon that you really want to use, you really want to try, you've never tried before, in more casual leagues, in like smaller leagues, right? If you are competing in a more bigger league like the Turner Company or WPF or other like high leagues of this caliber, you want to be going for more comfort picks. You want to be going for Pokemon that you are more experienced with, because the competition will be a lot higher as compared to more casual leagues. This is personally my experience. I did fall prey to this, and that was the one league, the one time I basically drafted Tornadus Tyrion when I wasn't as experienced with Pokemon, and I just did not enjoy it. It was not my type of Pokemon. I should not have experimented. There were a lot better picks left. There was Urshifu Single Strike. So many good picks left that I could have grabbed there. But hey, that that is the experience that you learn. I think that is it really. So this is what you want to be doing with your draft preliminaries. Okay, so let me rephrase that again. Have a brief idea of what Pokemon you really want to use. 2 to 3 Pokemon usually. Know where you are in the draft. Know what is usually picked around that position. Go through the document, scout for any mistiered Pokemon, scout for any Pokemon you feel, even though they might be tiered correctly, that they may hold a better sentimental value to you, or Pokemon that are just above where they should be. Very important to scout this out before the draft. Know the type of draft, what type of draft it is. Experiment in casual leagues, do not experiment in more competitive leagues. And finally, and this is a personal one, have a basic game plan of what you want. Like, have a brief idea, like, okay, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna try to get this, I'm gonna get this. Have a basic team plan, but do not make yourself be fixated on that plan, because the issue with a plan like this is that, let's say if you get sniped, right, it can throw you off pretty hard, especially if you're gunning for like a set 11 basically, because let's face it, you're competing against 15 to 19 other people in a draft league and you will be sniped. Do not get salty. Getting slightly triggered is fine, but do not cry, do not threaten to quit the league, do not threaten to drop out because you didn't get the pick. Do not bother the person who got the Pokemon to give that Pokemon to you. Trust me, it won't work, and it'll only have you banned from the servers basically. So that is it for the drafting preliminaries. Now let's go with what to do when drafting. First things first, draft smartly. Know who is above you and know who is below you, and see what Pokemon typing they want and the people who are below you want. For example, let's say if the person above me has a team of Clefable, Melmetal, and Clefable, Melmetal, Urshifu, right? And someone in this league actually does have this team. So I'm gonna go to rosters. What is this? Okay, well, it's not working for now. There we go. Someone does have that team. I'm gonna quickly scroll through. Just sorry about that. My PC it decided to die on me, so please bear with me. Anyways, there we go. So let's say I'm the Southampton Scissors, right? And we'll assume that this draft is in pick order, right? Now let's say I am the Southampton Scissors, so I'm the guy with the Urshifu, Melmetal, Gengar, Porygon2, Clefable, and the guy above me has Darmanitan, Mega Arrow, Galvantula, Silvally, Almamola, right? Let's look at typings that both of us are missing. Now, if he's missing a dragon type, right? So if I want a dragon, so let's say the draft is going from here to here, right? This is going from left to right, right? He's missing a dragon type, and let's say below you a guy is missing a let's say he's missing a fire type, right? And I do not have both. I do not have a fire type, I do not have a dragon type, right? How will you go about it? Now, the best option is that you wanna, so if you're going up, right, and let's say the guy below you did not pick a dragon type, right? The basic idea is, if you are the Urshifu guy, you need to pick a dragon type before the person next to you picks it, the guy with the Darmanitan Galar, because they may be looking for a dragon type. Similarly, as the draft is going backwards, so I know the guy behind me wants a fire type. So that's the best part to pick up a fire type, because chances are the fire type you are gunning for, they may be gunning for instead. And this is what I call smart drafting. Do not draft randomly. No, check if people can even afford some Pokemon. Let's say if someone below me has 5 points and a 16-point Pokemon is available on the board, I know the person below me cannot afford it. So I can go for like a low tier Pokemon, and then I can pick up that high tier Pokemon. So there's that dynamic. Next up is have a general idea for what each Pokemon is, when each Pokemon is supposed to go. Do not be that guy who picks up Bisharp in round 1. Please don't be that guy, because there is a reason, and this comes back again in draft smartly. When you're drafting, you want to be looking at, now if I were to go on the draft board, let's see, it's a bit clunky, my laptop is where's my draft board? There we go. Yeah, my laptop is just clunking up, I'm very sorry. Anyways, let's say, so what I was saying was that you need to draft in the first round, especially the Pokemon range you want to be looking at is somewhere between this range. Round 1 should be Pokemon in this range. Do not even bother going lower unless you see some massive steal, unless you see like a 12-point Heatran or like an, I don't know, like an 11-point Spectre. Like, unless you see a huge steal, try drafting your round 1 from the first 4. Keep in mind, the next point is you want to keep in mind what threats are drafted, what Pokemon are on people's teams. I'll give you an example. Let's say Dracovish was drafting. So I, as a user, know how, scary Dracovish is with its Fish's Friend, right? It can pretty much 2-hit KO even resisted hits. So I'm gonna try looking for a Water Absorber. I want to defend against that Dracovish, because that Dracovish can easily run through my team if I do not have a Water Absorb user or a Pokemon that cannot switch into Dracovish. So that's it. Try and fill in as many Pokemon of as many types as you can, and try to fill in as many of the tier gaps. So the website I'm going to be using for my planning is going to be Pokemon Draft League Online. Great website. I would highly recommend everyone to please try it out. It's so good. It's helped me plan drafts for like the last 1 year I've been playing in draft. Oops, sorry, my keyboard. That's so exciting. It's helped me draft so much better for the last year, and I'm so happy I'm using this website. I like the more concise layout. I can see the typings, I can see what I'm missing, I can see what I have. Now recently, and there are many other great prep docs. They're available. Go into any of the big servers. You can request for prep docs. Fantastic. There are so many resources. This website before used to give you a score on how well you are doing, but did recently update it, and it's kind of glitchy. Sometimes shows that some Pokemon have moves it shouldn't have, or basically are lacking moves which they should. So you want to be checking on Showdown basically if the Pokemon learns certain moves, right? But keep in mind, now me as a person, I like filling out these typings mainly plus a normal type. If my draft has all of these typings plus a normal type, then I will consider I've drafted well, okay? But a type here or there are not necessary. So for example, Dragon is not a necessary type, but dragons are just such powerful Pokemon that they're such worth getting. Next one. Next one. Please leave your picks. If you know you're not gonna be at the draft, give your picks to the commissioner. Okay, if they're a scum commissioner, that means this league is scum, and that's pretty much a red flag to drop out. Leave picks. Let people who are either mods or commissioners know what you're drafting beforehand, so that when you're sleeping, they can pick for you, and then they can keep the draft moving. Right now, it is okay if it's like in the earlier part of the draft and you do not know what you want to be gunning for. Then maybe you can wait, but at the end, in the middle or at the end, when you are more so forming a good game plan, you just leave picks. It's the best part to do. Also, when drafting, and this comes in under basic draft etiquette, do not ask for mid-tier trades, mid-draft trades. You got sniped, big whoop, continue on. Life is harsh. Do not annoy people in DM. Please do not annoy people in DM saying to rate your team, or just people will not like that. If you know people in the draft, right? So if you know people, let's say if I know a few people in the draft very well, and you're good friends, try planning together. Try and see if you can plan drafts that don't snipe each other, and you can pick Pokemon. You can come to like a mutual agreement, and you can pick Pokemon that you really like. I do it very commonly if I'm usually in a draft league with friends. It's a strategy. It's nothing to get butthurt over. Grow up. Basically, you just grow up, because that's how drafting works, right? You want to be trying to secure the best Pokemon that are available in the draft. So this is my thing about when drafting, right? So again, I'll reiterate: draft smartly, know who's above you and below you, have a general idea of where each Pokemon is supposed to go. Don't be the guy who takes Bishop round 1. Try to get the essential typings and try to fill in as many of the speed gaps as you can. Know what other threats were drafted and try to get Pokemon that take care of those big threats. Do not ask for mid-draft trades. Do not ask for people to rate your drafts. It's annoying. If you know people in the draft, try seeing if you can help each other out and not snipe each other. And finally, leave picks. Leave picks. Okay? So this is the stuff when drafting. Now, finally, after draft. Now, the draft is done. You've drafted your team. Know if there will be something called a grace period to make free agents, and how many free agents are allowed. Now, some leagues, what they do is, after a draft is over, they give like 24 hours to make as many changes to your team as you physically can, right? They give you that. Some leagues allow you to make limited amount of changes, like 5 changes, and what they do is they basically say, okay, those 5 changes are also part of the free agents. Free agents are basically Pokemon that are still remaining in the draft. Those free agents are available are also going to be counted in the regular season. I disagree with those people. I genuinely do not agree with people like those, because it's not fun. If you get a team that is not fun, and if you're not allowed to make changes to the team, then that's bad. Even then, even some leagues, when you're like take over a team, they only allow you a certain amount of transactions. You can't change your team. Stay away from those leagues. They're unfun. I'm not gonna call out any names. Those leagues know exactly who they are, which try to do that. When there is the after draft, if there is a grace period, let's be on the lookout for what is dropped, okay? Because people are changing their teams, people are chopping and changing, people are dropping mons, people are picking up mons, and sometimes you may find a Pokemon that may fit a lot better on your team than what you originally had. Do not be afraid to drop Pokemon. I repeat, do not be afraid to drop Pokemon in free agents. I have dropped as many as 8 Pokemon in a free in after draft in Grace, and picked up a team. And truthfully, that was like the best decision I made in that league, because I had a lot of fun with the new team I had. Drafts can go bad. Sometimes you can get sniped to oblivion. Sometimes You can have a really good draft. Sometimes you find out that the team that you drafted is something you are not comfortable with. So don't be afraid to change your entire team if possible. If you ask people to rate your team, be open to constructive criticism. Do not get buttered if people tell you that your speed tiers are crap, or that you have only one rocker and your hazards are bad, or you have no defog. Usually 95% of the time people have your best interest in mind. They want you to do well in a draft and they're trying to help you out. If you get butthurt and if you be like, oh, I drafted the Pokemon because I like it, I mean, fair enough, but be receptive to people telling you what is wrong. Now it is up to you to change or not make changes. I would personally try making those changes, but this is up to you. Okay. If you're not open to constructive criticism, then people just do not, then people won't like you as much as a person. Basically, that is like one of the easiest way to get yeeted out of a server if you're very toxic and if you're not open to constructive criticisms. In the main season, now let's say your grace is done. In the main season, you're playing and you find out that you're not having fun with the team, or either a piece is not working. Drop that piece. Do not continue with that. Get another Pokemon. Get a Pokemon you're comfortable with, because it is not worth it. Trust me, it is not fun continuing with a team that is making you uncomfortable. Again, when I drafted Tornadus in that league, I drafted a team that I just was not having fun with, and I made transactions. I still didn't have as much fun, but I relatively felt more comfortable in the draft as compared to before. And yeah, that's it really. And lastly, have fun. This is a game. We play draft because drafting is a fun way and a very constructive way to play mons, right? It's very strategic. It can be very rewarding, and yeah. So there is this part. So again, how I'm gonna go about it is, after draft, what to do, know if there's a grace period and how many free agents are allowed. Be on the lookout for any drop Pokemon. Be on the lookout for any Pokemon that are in the draft pool. Do not be afraid to drop your whole team if you do not feel comfortable. Be open to constructive criticism if you ask people to rate your team. Make sure the team you're drafting is a playstyle you enjoy. This is very important. You want to have fun with the mons you're drafting. And finally, if a Pokemon is not fun to play with, it is not delivering results, free agent it out and look for any new substitutes. So there is those parts. This is generally the basic etiquettes and stuff to look out for, right? So now the part about how I draft. So I'm going to be trying to simulate a draft to the best of my abilities. I think I found a decent way to simulate snipes. I don't know how well it'll be, but hey, let's see. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this random number generator, right? I have it between 1 and 16. Now I'm going to be using it for two things. I'm going to be using it to first randomize my draft position. Secondly, I'm going to be using it to see if I get sniped or not. So let's say I roll a number between 1 and 16. If I roll somewhere from 1 to 8, that means I got sniped. If I rolled from 9 to 16, that means I did not get sniped, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 8 and 8. So 50% chance if I get sniped or not. Okay. So this is how I'm going to go about it. Now I'm going to be going in so let's say I joined the league and I'm going to try and see where I land up in the draft order. I like being close to the wheel, so any of the first 5 picks or the last 2-3 picks are my personal favorites, but let's see. Okay, so we got 14th out of 16th pick. I'm okay with that because what this means is I'm going to be able to draft Pokemon in pairs for the most part. That means I'm not going to be able to grab the most broken Pokemon. I won't be able to grab Urshifu Single Strike. I won't be able to grab probably Mega Diancie. Let's see. Trying to see. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to grab the most broken Pokemon out there. Okay. So, but at 14, I can expect something like. Let's see what we can expect here. If we can move. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Yeah, it's being used, as you can see, the draft still going on. I can maybe hope for like a Clefable. Can maybe hope for Mega Arrow. I can maybe hope for Zeraora to reach me there. If something like a Tornadus Tyrion reaches you at 14, then get it. That's just so worth it. So yeah, 14th out of 16 pick. That means I'm not going to be able to draft the more broken cores, basically. Okay. So what Pokemon do I really want to use? What Pokemon do I really want to use? Okay. Let's look at the Pokemon now. I have not planned this. I'm gonna see what Pokemon I've never used before, and I would love to try it out. There's a few Pokemon here actually that I've really been wanting to try out. Okay. I have never tried out Mega Charizard X. I'm going into this draft, and I'm thinking I want to draft around Mega Charizard X. I really want to draft around it. Mega Charizard X, now what does it do? It's a phenomenal breaker, great sweeper, Dragon Dance is super scary, it got Skill Shot, it's got a bunch of great stats. I really want to draft around Mega Charizard X. I think if I can facilitate it well, I might be able to pretty much make Charizard X a kill leader. When should I take it? Either I would take it second or third round is when I would be taking Mega Charizard X. So Mega Charizard X is one Pokemon I really want to draft, and I think I'm going to be basing this on this. Now, the Mega Charizard X may or may not reach me, so we have to keep this in mind when we're drafting. Okay? Now, Mega Charizard X is the bulk Pokemon I want to draft. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. And I'm 14 out of 16. Okay, so any other Pokemon I really wanted? I've also kind of wanted to use I'm just looking at more because I'm thinking I can draft Mega Charizard X like second round. What else can I use? I've actually never used Gliscor before, so I could see Gliscor Mega Charizard X being a fantastic core. I have used pretty much everything here. I can forget about the Megas as of now because Zardex is what I'm drafting. What else? Actually, what I can do is I can maybe not look here. Maybe I can look at other Pokemon I really wanted. Another Pokemon that I've really wanted is something with speed. So something like a Ribombee is what I really want to try. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with two Pokemon I really wanted. I wanted Charizard X, so I'm going to be using this stuff. Is this sheet. Yep, so let's put Mega Charizard X. This is going to give you a very nice infographic. So what is it? It's a fire and dragon type. It has hazard control, and it's between the speed tier. And I really want what? I want Ribombee. Let us load. Okay. Fantastic. I think I really want to go with these two, to be honest. Or maybe if, Ribombee is, I think, great in my opinion. I think Webb's 124 base speed tier. Never drafted around this thing. So, let's look at the Pokemon that I can pick first round. And that can help my Charizard X the most. Now, immediately, I have a few things in mind. The 18 pointers are going to be difficult for me to grab, but I can be hopeful. If I think something like Zeraora or Tapu Koko could be phenomenal, because both are electric types. They break bulky waters that Mega Charizard X does not like. Zeraora has a better speed tier. Tapu Koko has a fairy typing. So let's say if I do get Koko, I may not need Jabambi, right? So I'm 14 out of 16. So let's see. Let me take a Pokemon. Let me pick something. Let me say I really want Tapu Koko, not gonna lie. I wanna use Tapu Koko with this draft. The only issue is that Tapu Koko Charizard X have a ground weakness, which you'll need to patch later, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tapu Koko. So again, 1 to 8 means I am sniped, 9 to 16 means I get the Pokemon. So let's roll this. Okay, 7. So I got sniped. Tapu Koko is not available on the board. Okay, so I cannot take Tapu Koko anymore. What sort of substitutes I can look for? A Zeraora looks like a great substitute. Let's see if I can get Zeraora. Let's see if Zeraora makes it to me. Okay, Zeraora did not make it to me as well. So I got sniped with Zeraora again. Okay, so I was looking for high tier speed, which I was not able to get. So what else can I grab that could make it to me? What about? This is interesting. Always research, by the way. I think if Mega Charizard X gets Stomping Tantrum, let me see if it does get its not Stomping Tantrum, high horsepower. It doesn't get high horsepower. Okay, so I was thinking maybe Rillaboom Mega Charizard X could be a destructive core. Because what Rillaboom does is it U-turns out on Pokemon that Charizard hates. Charizard loves to set up on, like a Celesteela and stuff. And I could go Rillaboom Charizard X maybe as a core. What else I can look at? I have a Dragon type, so I'm looking at Tapu Lele could be a great option. I do not like Tapu Fini with this core. It's basically nerfing your dragon attacks. So okay, so let's see. Celesteela is on the board. Celesteela might be there. But I don't know. I feel Celesteela Mega Charizard X looks a bit funky. So I'm just having a quick think about this. Okay. What if I go Zardex Rillaboom, right? So I'm gonna spin. I'm gonna go for a gun for Rillaboom round 1. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so someone picked up Rillaboom as well, so I'm getting sniped. That's what happens when you're at the back end of the draft. You get sniped to oblivion. So I'm keeping track. I've been sniped twice. Let's try to chance a Pokemon that is a bit higher tier. Okay, let me look at 20. Let me see if 20 even gets to me. Okay, so Tornty did not get to me as well. Okay, maybe I think I might be limiting myself if I go Charizard X, but I really want to try it, so I want to try to gun for it as best as I can. Let's try Gliscor. I want to see, maybe I can grab Gliscor or Landorus Tyrion. Let's go with Landorus Tyrion because it is one of Zardex's best answers. Let's see, can I get Landorus Tyrion form? I do get Landorus Tyrion form. Okay, that is very good. I am able to secure myself these. So where is the delete button? Let's go with Landorus Tyrion. So I picked Landorus Tyrion round 1. Great Pokemon, very versatile. Gets rocks, hazard control, gets momentum in U-turn. 91 base speed tier, ground and flying typing, excellent typing. Intimidate is a very solid ability. It has rocks, defog, just a very good Pokemon as my first overall pick. So I go with Landorus Tyrion. Round 2, I want Zardex. Now this Zardex may not even get to me, which is a shame. Let's see, do we get to keep our Zardex? We do get to keep our Charizard X. So now we have this fantastic core. Like, these two are... This is great because Landorus is one of Charizard X's best answers because it gets Intimidate, can threaten it with Intimidate, can threaten to sweep it. What else we can do? So I really like this core because now we have a ground immunity for Charizard. Okay, we don't have a rock resist. We have like a rock neutrality here. They both struggle to break bulky waters as of now, which we can grab later. What else can we... our offense is mainly physical right now. But yeah, these two are just going to put a lot of pressure, and Landorus is going to be a great defogger for my Charizard too, so it's going to be a great defogger for my Zard. It's going to be able to set up rocks, it can sweep on its own, so I think I'm really liking this card. Okay, so I got these two picks. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to see what I need. Okay, right now I'm struggling with breaking bulky waters. Yeah, so I am struggling to break bulky water right now. Let's see what we can do about this. Let's see what we can get next. Do keep in mind, oh yeah, so we'll assume that this draft has 120 points. This is a 120 point draft. TEC is 115. Okay, I'll assume I will go by TEC rules and I will say it is a 116 point draft. 115 point draft. So what do we have? We have Charizard X, we have Landorus. So that is 32 out of 115 points. So usually what these drafts also do is they let you pick between 10 to 12 Pokemon. So I personally like drafting top heavy. So I try putting all the eggs in my basket in the top picks and try to get value out of my lower picks. So what do I have? I have 32 minus 115. So I have 83 points for up to 8 Pokemon. Okay. So I have sorted there. I want to look at finding ways to maybe expand on my Fairy Dragon Steel core. What else I can find? I want to find a rock resist. I think Bronzong could be a fantastic Pokemon later down the road with this team. I want to look at special offense. I want to look at I want to look at speed later. I think Ribombee can provide me speed later down the road. So yeah. Third round. I think a grass type to break bulky waters looks fantastic, or a good electric type. What electric type can I use? Well, since Coco and Zeraora went, let's look here. There's a lot of good ones. We have Thundurus normal, Thundurus Therian is a fantastic one. Raikou is great in my opinion. Or we can look for a bulky grass type, which I may not be opposed to trying to secure. So let's see where Tangrowth is. Not a fan of. Sorry, I'm just not a fan of this by dex order. I much prefer it to be alphabetical, but hey. Tangrowth should be right around here. Oh wow, what? Is Tangrowth that cheap? No, Tangrowth should be here. Yeah, Tangrowth is a 12 pointer. Okay. I really want to try. I really think Tangrowth might be able to support me. So let's go with Tangrowth. Okay, so Tangrowth got sniped. I'm not able to get Tangrowth for this draft. Okay, so I'm not able to get Tangrowth. Maybe I can look at low tier grasses. Let's see if I can get some. Let me see if I can get some higher tier special offense. I do not want something around 110. I want something higher or something lower. Let's see what other offense I can get. Let's see what sort of offense. Raikou could be nice. It gives me a speed tier above 100 and generally a very good Pokemon for the team. So yeah, let's go with Raikou. Let's see if I get Raikou for my draft. Okay, I got 13. That means I'm able to secure Raikou, and this is great. Being able to get a high tier electric type to break the bulky waters, it gets Volt Switch, it gets set up, it gets Scald, and it has like that 115 day speed tier, which I'm really liking. The ground weakness is covered excellently with Landorus. What else? I think Raikou is superb with this team. Next up, so now let's add 32 plus, how much is Raikou? I think Raikou is 13? Yeah, oh my god. Where is Raikou? Is it 13? Is it 12? It's 13, okay. 45 minus 115, so 70 points still left. Okay. So I'm liking this part. I want to start next filling out my defense D-scores. There should be a Landorus in the ground, but I have no idea why. Yeah, like I said, website is glitching. It's not at the best point right now, but I have a ground type basically. I have a dragon, I have a fire, I have an electric, I have a ground. Okay. Let me find out if there's any. What else can I get? I want to try and see if I can get like another way to high tier way to break bulky waters. Let's see what I can get. Again, guys, this is very tricky. But I'm trying my best to simulate the snipes as much as I possibly can. Try not to repeat speed tiers. Try not to get another base 100 because Charizard itself is base 100. I may want a good. I do want good removal. I have Lando for removal and rocks, but I don't want that thing to beat my removal and rocks. Let's see what we can get. We do want a grounded poison. I do want a grounded poison later down the road. Poisons also break bulky grasses, which Zard hits. Great poisons like Nihilego is fantastic. The Nidos are great, but I already have a Landorus, so I'm not going to be getting for those. I still want to try looking at other stuff. Yeah, because one thing you want to do is try to diversify your offense. Yeah. I want to try to see if I can grab Bronzong later, because I think Bronzong could be a great pick later down the road, like 6th, 7th pick basically. Yeah. Let's see what I can come up with. Not being able to get Tangled really does suck, but it's okay. I could get Blue, but I don't like Blue with this team. I do want a bulky water type, preferably Momentum. Let me see if I can grab Slowking for my team, because what I can try doing is I can try grabbing some sort of a cheap regenerator core, so like Slowking Amoonguss, Slowbro or Slowking plus Tangela. So let's go with Slowking. So let's see if I can grab Slowking. Slowking is 13 points. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get Slowking. I didn't get Slowking. Okay. So Slowking went out of the water. No pun intended. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting to look out for any bulky waters. I like Primarina. Let's see if I can grab it. It gives me special offense, it gives me pivoting, it gives me a fairy type, it gives me a water type. Let's see, I hope I get Primarina. Nope, I do not get Primarina. Okay. So this draft has not been treating me the best, basically. What about Celebi? I do like Celebi with this team. I didn't get Celebi. Oh god. um, Toxapex could be nice as like a pivot. But I don't like how passive it is. Ooh, I think Zarude could be cool. Let's try Zarude. And we're able to secure Zarude. Okay. So, another good speed tier. Very looking quite physically offensive, but it's okay. I think Zarude forms a great pair. It gives me two key typings. It gives me a dark type. It gives me a grass type. Dark type is very important for my draft because I do not want to get stored power swept. I just like getting stored power swept. I like Zarude. It gives me a speed tier from Zard X to Raikou, which I really like. Another great way to break bulky waters that Zard X hates. Okay, but my speed is looking quite cramped up into higher tiers, so I want to be looking at slower speed tiers later down the road. Okay, so right now I have. So again, I have 16 plus 16 plus 13, and how much was Zarude? I think 12. Is it 13 or 12? I think this was 12. Okay, I'm gonna say 12. 57 points and 58 remaining for 7 Pokemon. So, still doing good. Okay, now at this point, I really want a bulky water type. Namely, I want more rocks. I want removal. I really don't want my Charizard X coming into that. And like I said, I think Bronzong looks so good for my team. I just hope I can grab Bronzong. Okay, I do not get Bronzong, which sucks because I think I was banking on the Steel type that was levitating, so that I do not share weakness, which sucks really. Let's look at other Pokemon. Let's look at some fairy typings. What sort of fairies I can buy? I do like Sylveon, though Sylveon should have been my third round, but you know, I can chance a Sylveon, I guess. Sylveon is a bit high tiered. I do want to look for bulky waters now that not getting Slowbro did kind of suck. Just vibing to the Zen music. Because I will be getting a grounded poison, I think they are super important. So I really wanted a way to get, I really wanted a way to get Bronzong, but it's not the end of the world, really. I guess I can cover it up with like more flyers or like a buck type or something. Oh yeah, I did want Ribombee, so I'm gonna try rolling for it. because it's one Pokemon I really wanted. So please, Ribombee, get to me. Yes, we get Ribombee. Oh my god. Yes, finally. Ribombee is absolutely fantastic. It's great. Let it load up. Because it gives my Zardex webs. It gives me another ground resist, though it's frail, but it's still a ground resist. If you EV it properly, this thing can be a good one. It's more hazard control. It can remove. It can set up sticky webs. Yeah, just getting Ribombee was so good. And how much was Ribombee? Let's see, how much is Ribombee? Oh my god, yeah. I would like to apologize. My laptop is just absolute garbage when it comes to this. Let me see if I can look at. Okay, no. Huh? Is it that low? Where is Ribombee? Oh my god, why didn't you guys make this freaking alphabetical order? It's so difficult to find Pokemon. Okay, it should be right here. No, okay. Trying to find it through image now. Is it here? Okay, it is. I think it's 8 points. Okay, it's 8 points. Okay. So 8 more points. Okay, so I have 50 points left for 6 Pokemon, which is pretty nice actually. That's actually pretty good, honestly speaking. Okay, so I think I'm really liking this. My offense still feels very physical, so I want to try finding probably a. I want to see if I can snag Jellicent as my bulky water, because it's a water and a ghost type that I really like having. No, I do not get Jellicent. So Jellicent gets sniped from me. Okay, what other bulky waters? There's plenty. I can go to the Pokemon I'm the most comfortable drafting, which is Vaporeon. Let's see if Vaporeon makes it to me. Okay, Vaporeon makes it to me, which is excellent because I get witch support for mainly my Raikou and my Landorus. So it gets me momentum. It's a great one, honestly. And how much is Vaporeon? I think this is 10 points? 8, 9, 10, yeah, so it's 10 points. So let's go with 10, 40 points. Okay, so it's looking like a decent draft. I'm still looking very grounded. I still need a grounded poison type to remove the hazards. I think, oh my god, I was gonna say Galarian. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Galarian Weezing would have been great, but that's a fairy type. Am I okay repeating that fairy type? Yeah, I'm gonna skip this track. It's just it's very chaotic. There we go. Yeah, so just skip that track. I don't like that one. As I was saying, I think that I actually saw like an 8-point stack attacker, which I hard disagree with. I think stack attacker should not be 8 points. It should be like 11 points because of its sweeping potential. Let's see, can I snag a steel type that is way underpriced for where it should be? No, I do not. Okay, so someone saw the value in that, and I guess they drafted it. So, hey, it is what it is. We're not able to snag that 8-point stack attacker. What else we can get? I'm still looking for a good steel type. I could go for a steel flyer, but I don't like this with my team right now. Maybe a steel flyer would be the best. I guess Corviknight may not be so bad for my team. Even though I would like spin option I would love spin option. I do need a ghost type. Ghost and poison is there, but I don't think Gengar is good fit. Is steel and psychic typing. Metagross is one example of steel psychic I could get, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. Any psychic fighting, Gallade is a great one, but it's low tier. Steel and fighting, not my favorite typing, but yeah, I'm looking very fairy weak, so I definitely want a steel that resists fairy. Let's try and see if I can snag Corviknight. Where is Corviknight? Corviknight is 15 points. Okay, so Corviknight is 15 points. Okay, so 15-point Corviknight. Do I get it? I was not able to get Corviknight. Okay. What about Skarm? Skarm could be nice. Oh, Skarm. Okay, so I can get Skarm, which is an excellent defogger. And Skarm Vaporeon could actually be a good core, now that I'm thinking about it. Where is Skarm? Okay, so I get more rocks, I get spikes, I get very good removal with Skarm. I can just bring the moves I want. Skarm Vaporeon cover each other fantastically. How much was Skarm actually? I think it's usually like 13. Right, I think it should be 13. Oh, it's 14. Wow, a bit expensive, but hey, if it fits your draft, nothing is expensive. So 14. So I have 26 points left to still fill this up. Let me see if there's any. So I would say a Psychic Ghost could be Hoopa. Poison Ghost is Gengar, but I don't think Gengar fits, honestly speaking. I do want a fat normal type with this draft. I just think fat, having those types is great. I really think something between 70 and 90 is really important. Let's see what I can get. I think Gallade could be nice. Let's wait for it to load. Gallade. Offense is still looking a bit physical right now, but I think fixing that 71, that gap at 80 is very important. Yeah, offense is still looking very physical, but I do like Gallade with this draft. I think I've capped my. Where's Gallade? I think it's usually 6 points. I have 26 points, so I'm not that concerned. Where's Gallade? I think it's 5 points. Oh, man. Really sorry. Yeah, my laptop's a piece of garbage. I think this was... I think I saw it here, so I think it's a 5-pointer. I'll say it's a 5-pointer for my sake. Okay, so most types filled. I do want strong. Now I want strong. A Pokemon that can just use strong moves against my opponents. I really want a grounded poison. A special grounded poison would be epic. Because they're also going to be my fairy resist. I think I would have loved Dragalge, but I don't think it fits my team right now. Yeah, I don't think Dragalge fits, especially because they are not a resist to Dragon. What other... What other low tier ghosts are available? Okay. Maybe Weezing could be a good one. It's cheap and it also is another Pokemon off the ground if need be. I think Weezing is good. Let's see. Do I get Weezing? Okay, I'm able to draft Weezing. Okay, so I have 15 points for a ghost type. I have 15 points for a ghost type. Now Gengar could be fantastic, but I want slow one. I want something slower basically that I can fit. Or actually, what I can do is I don't want the Mega. I don't want Gallade. I want to try going for one of the Hitmons for spin, because if I'm rocking webs, I think having a spinner is very important. I'm going to try going for a Hitmontop or a Hitmonchan. Okay, so again I'm going to deduct 5 points. So I've got 20 points left now. So Hitmontop is my personal favorite. Let's see. Okay, I got Hitmontop. Okay, and Hitmontop is... I'm gonna calculate the points in a bit, but I think Hitmontop is really important. Also Psychic. That also gives me a fact that I can use the Psychic typing as a special attacker. Hitmontop. I will Lara removal, but I think just having Hitmontop is fantastic for this draft. Or do I go for a Hitmonchan? I'm gonna go for a Hitmonchan, honestly. Pretend I went for Hitmonchan. There, no Hitmontop. I think I didn't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Hitmonchan because I think that speed tier is just really important. 71 to 90 especially. And it's cheaper as well, so you know. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Much better. I'm trying to, keep this very nice and well. And Hitmonchan's a great spinner. How much was Chan? Should be at the top. So we use this. Top should be... I think Chan is 5. Chan is 5. Okay. 50. I have 15 points left. 15 points to get a good Psychic and a good Ghost for my draft. I want a really strong Psychic type. I want a Psychic type that has a very high special attack. Um, can I get ridiculous with this draft? Is my question. Because that one alone can feed me basically. And just a Pokemon with a really sky high special attack stat is really nice to own. I think where is ridiculous? It's 14, so it's gonna leave me with a 1-point ghost. Not the most ideal. Do I have a normal? I do not have a normal type, so ghosts are gonna be a bit problematic. What you can do is also, are there any psychic? Oh, there is Galarian Slowking. If I can try for that, let me just remove. Okay, let's say I did not get Wheezing. Okay, so let's say I don't want to get Wheezing. I want to get Galarian Slowking. So how much is Glowking? How will I get Glowking? Glowking 8, so I don't get Glowking. Okay, that means I was gonna say like Galarian Slowking would have been fantastic, but yeah, let's put Weezing back. Hello. Wait. Well. Oh, I need to refresh it. Let's refresh the page. My PC is ass. I'm really sorry. Okay, so it wiped my team. Let's let it load. I do have a mental note of what I drafted. Come on. Wow, okay. It's not working. So let me try again. There we go. So what is that? Landris. Wow, okay. This website does not want to work for me. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write it on a paper, and I'm gonna basically there we go. So what I had Landris for 16. I'm just writing it on a separate note. Charizard X at 16. I had Vaporeon at, oh god, I'm not gonna write down the cost. I do not remember. I do remember the mons. Charizard X, Landorus, Vaporeon, Raikou, Zarude. I have Weezing. I have Skarmory. I have Hitmonchan. I have Ribombee. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now I have 15 points, and I want to look for mainly a psychic type, a strong psychic and a ghost type. Psychic type or ghost type, and maybe like a budget normal type. What we can do here, what I can try is let's see what we can go for as our psychic. Cofagrigus could be a good one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, my PC is just so bad. Where is Cofag? Should be right here. I hate this. I really hate this so much. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, let's say I have most of my draft done anyways, so I hope this website is working for you guys, but I think Licky is not a Licky tongue would be great. It's 2 points in the document. I'm gonna get a Licky tongue. Okay, I'm gonna try the draft lead planner one more time. I'm gonna see if it's working. If it's not working, come on, draft lead online planner. Let's see if this is working. Please let me input the Pokemon. What is wrong with this page? Okay, so something, basically, I don't know, I think the page at the back end must have crashed. I'm just gonna leave this for now. So I got Licky Tongue for 2 points. I think Licky Tongue is fantastic. And I'm gonna have 13 points for 2 Pokemon, a Psychic type and a Ghost type. Ghost type, I'm thinking like a Cofagrigus could be a good one for my draft. It's usually, I'm gonna assume Cofagrigus is like 8 points. Yeah, and I think I'm just gonna assume that I got Cofagrigus. So I have now got 5 points for a Psychic type, and 5 point Psychics are usually, let's look at some 5 point Psychics. We are, if the document wants to load for me. Yeah, let's look at strong fire. Ooh, Musharna, but doesn't look that bad. Yeah, let's go Musharna. So yeah, I think I'm kind of happy with my team. Maybe might go check Grace and see what I can find. So let's try to summarize our team. So I'm going to be doing some live editing. I'm going to be going to sport, and I'm going to be showdown. I'm actually going to be going to showdown, and I'm going to do a live edit on it. There we go. Let's bring this here. There are okay, so what do we have? We had Charizard, Megazord X. We had Landorus, Tyrion. We had Rabombi. We had Vaporeon. We had Raikou. We had Zarude. We had this is not a box? Huh, okay. I'm gonna do that again. Charizard X. And then I'm gonna do Landorus, Tyrion. Gonna do Zarude. I'm gonna do Raikou. Then I'm gonna do what else I can do? Oh yeah, Vaporeon. I'll do like myself. I have Licky Tongue. Yep. Not Licky Ticky. Licky Tongue. There you go. I have Cofagrigus. I have Skarm. I have. What was it missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm missing 3 mons. I was missing Musharna. Gonna quickly check up. Hitmonchan and I think Weezing. Hitmonchan, Weezing. There we go. So this is my team. I could have done better in this draft, but again, you know, I got sniped. Maybe what I would do is I would try going to free agents and trying to like maybe get more special Pokemon, because I feel I don't have the immediate breaking power on the special side as compared to my physical side. So there's a big problem there for me. Otherwise, I think I'm happy with how I was able to draft. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry this video was very choppy and everything. I really want to apologize. I really tried to do my best. It's just my PC was absolute ass during certain times. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and this is how I guess my mind works when I'm drafting. So yeah, take care everyone, and peace. Thank you very much.